And now Ms. Ramos is recording everything. And you can have this later. See? So, we were talking about the triple beam balance. You know that the triple beam balance is the instrument that is going to be used to measure mass. And the unit that, or the units that you're going to express mass, I'm talking about the metric system. Remember, we have two systems, the metric system, and then we have the English system. But in science, we use the metric system. What are the unit of measurements that we use for mass? Grams, kilograms, and that's part of the metric, remember. Okay, decigrams, centigrams. And I'm gonna teach you how to convert between grams and kilograms, decigrams and centigrams. Questions about that? No? You don't have any questions? Okay. See, we are recording, no questions at all. Thermometer. Okay, so what is the function of that? What are you measuring with that?
Temperature.
There you go. Who said that?
Aiden Hernandez again.
Ay, mi niño, thank you for helping me. Temperature, okay? Unit of measurement, Ms. Ramos, that we're gonna use for temperature. Fahrenheit, Celsius, and then we have Kelvin, not Kevin, Kelvin, which is the unit of measurement that we use in the metric system to express temperature. But for now, you don't need to know that. Thermometer, just to measure temperature. I have a test tube. Have you seen one? I don't know. See, what is the function of the test tube in the lab? Just to hold small amounts substance. See that? Do you understand that? So let's say that I have that I have 5 milliliters of water, 2.5 milliliters of water, and I want to transport that in my lab. I can put that in a test tube and then I can move that from one place to another because it's holding there my small amount of substance. If I have a gallon of water, can I use a test tube? Well, you're not paying attention. Spring scale, what is the function? It's just to measure force. Units that are gonna be used to measure force, newtons. Okay? Now we have a test tube holder and the function is over there. Is to hold the test tube. If we start the school on Monday and I want to show you an example of a chemical reactions, I'm gonna be holding the test tube with the test tube holder and I'm gonna be mixing or putting together the substance in the test tube if I'm using a small quantity. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, they don't know. They are not asking questions. So this is glassware. Glassware because they're made of what? Like the test tube, they are made of glass. But we have 3 different types. When are we gonna use a beaker? Transporting, mixing, heating substance. Am I gonna use the beaker just to store chemical? The answer is no, because the mouth of the beaker is too big. And if I expose, let's say that I have a liquid in the beaker, what's gonna happen over time? The liquid is going to evaporate. Now, the flask and the Erlenmeyer, can I use them to transport, mix, and heat substance? Yes, but in addition to that, you can store chemicals using the flask and the Erlenmeyer if you put an stopper, it's not a cap, it's an stopper. And when I go back to the classroom, I'm going to show you because I have all of this in the classroom. Okay. Wire gauze. What do you have there in your paper? What is the function of this?
To hold the glassware while being heated.
You are controlling, instead of putting the Bunsen burner directly into the container, control the temperature. See that? Deliver to the container. And you are gonna use this in combination with the Bunsen burner and the stand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Over here, graduated cylinder. What is the function? Measure the volume of liquid with precision and accuracy. Accuracy. Miss Ramos, we are not new. We've been in a lab before, and we know that if you look at a beaker, you also have over there 20 milliliters, 40 milliliters, depending on the size of the beaker. You're gonna be able to measure volume of liquid in there. Now, when you're using a beaker, are you gonna be able to measure that volume with precision and accuracy? The answer is no. If you don't need precision and accuracy in your measurements, you're gonna use a beaker to measure the volume of liquid. Okay? But if you need precision and accuracy, are you gonna use a beaker? You're gonna use the graduated cylinder. See the difference? Okay. Tweezers. Okay. Okay, what is the function that you have in there? What is the function of the tweezer?
To help pick up small objects.
To hold the small objects, to cut. What do you say?
To hold and pick up small objects.
Okay, to hold a small objects. Okay, that's what Carla was saying. Hold the small objects. Okay, when are you gonna use a tweezer? When you are holding tissues. See that? Miss Ramos, tissue. Yes, remember that this is Comprehensive Science 3. In my class, you're going to learn about life science. And if we have time and if we are allowed, I'm going to show you a plant cell using the beautiful microscope that I have in my class. How you going to be observing plant cell? With a tweezer, you're going to be holding the tissue of an onion, and then you're gonna put that under the microscope and you're gonna be able to observe that. Do you like the idea? Okay. Yes, you are using tweezer when you're holding.
When are we gonna do the thing of the frog?
Not in my class. Maybe in biology.
Oh.
And I don't think that we're gonna be able to do that this year. Okay, listen. I'm planning just to prepare the sample. I'm going to prepare the sample in front of you so you can see how I'm using the tweezer and the microscope. But probably I will have to put a camera on the ocular lens and just project that into the screen because we are not able to share anything. But you will see how I'm holding that delicate tissue with the tweezer. If you have to be careful when you're holding small objects, then you're using a tweezer. Okay, when are you using this, Carla?
The tongs.
No.
Just put to hold things.
Beakers, okay. Let's say that you have to heat a substance, okay? You're gonna put that substance in a beaker and then you're gonna put that on top of the Bunsen burner once that you have put over there the wire gauze. So how you're holding that beaker that is hot, you're gonna use that instrument. Understand that? Yes, no? Maybe you are using thumbs when you have to. Do you know how to do that? No.
Are you with a ruler or are you saying by
No. Conversion within the metric system. If you have 3 kilometers, how many meters do you have in there? Do you know how to convert that?
No, I don't know.
Okay, it doesn't matter because I'm going to teach you over here. Okay, look at this beauty. Okay, that beauty is a combination. The stand is this over here with that palito over there. That's the stand. And the stand is gonna be used to place the ring. When do you need that ring? When on top of that you're gonna put the wire gas because you are heating a substance. Okay, the ring is just to hold. A and B is just to hold. Okay, glassware in there. Now, what is the difference between the ring and the clamp? This one is just holding, no heat involved. See that? But when you have a ring, it's because there's some heat so involved in there. Because you are heating the substance. And the stand is just the supporter that you're gonna have over there, because here in this place you're gonna place your Bunsen burner. Okay, questions about that? No? Funnel, when you are separating mixtures, let's say that you are filtrating, can you put this funnel over here in the ring? Yes, and it's gonna hold that. Still, heat is not involved. Miramos, why the ring? To support the funnel and not the clamp, because look at the dimension of that part of the funnel is too small, so we don't have a clamp that can like hold a structure that is so thin. See, we don't have that. So just to hold the funnel, we use the ring. But the funnel is using combined funnel. 2 functions. The first one, to transport substance from a beaker to a graduated cylinder. And see the difference? Cylinder, no, ven. Okay, I know. I'm writing it here. Cylinder. No, did I write that? No, that's how you write cylinder. I don't remember, guys. I don't think so. A ver, cylinder, graduated cylinder. Oh my goodness, how do you spell cylinder? No, it's not like that. It was the second. Bueno, whatever. You understand that? I'm trying to put over there graduated cylinder. Okay, so funnel has to function. Let's say that you have your substance in an like wide mouth container, like a beaker, and you want to put that in a small, mouth container. How you gonna transfer that? Okay, you're gonna use the funnel. So you put the funnel on top of the graduated cylinder, and then you're gonna be able to transport the substance from an open or like a wide open mouth, like a wide mouth glass container, to a one that has like a small mouth. Usually we do that when we want to store chemicals, and we are preparing a solution. We prepare the solution on a beaker, and then we use a funnel just to put that in a flask, and then we close the flask with a stopper. Questions about that? Or another function of the funnel, you can use that in a combination with filter paper. For filtration. Questions about that? No? You don't have any questions? Do I have to go over the function of this? What are you gonna put in the test tube rack? Holding one.
That's it.
Yes. Eyedroppers, when are we gonna eat? By the way, we are not gonna call them eyedroppers. We are gonna call them. Are you familiar with that word? Pipettes? Pipettes. I'm not gonna give you eyedroppers, I'm gonna give you pipettes. They look the same, okay? They have the same function, but you are now in 8th grade. In a physical science class, no. Next year you're gonna be in high school, so you have to start learning a new vocabulary for your instrument, the instrument that you're using. The eyedroppers, they are pipettes. And why pipettes? The function of the pipettes is just to transport a small amount of substance. Let's say that you want to mix 1 milliliter of, I don't know, copper 2 sulfate with 2 milliliter of sodium hydroxide. You're gonna use the pipettes because 1 and 2 milliliters, they are quantities that are very small. So when you want to mix them, those two substances, 1 milliliter and 2 milliliters, then instead of using a beaker, you're gonna be, or a graduated cylinder, you're gonna be using a pipette. Okay? A pipette, which is an eyedropper. But the number is more sophisticated. What is the function of this? Function is gonna be protecting. This is my pencil. Protecting your eyes. Just to clean. You will see that I have a lot of test tubes in my room, and some of them, they are very dirty because they have the rust. You know, when you have a chemical reaction, sometimes you have a solid forming in there, and you have to clean the test tube. And how you gonna clean the test tube? You're gonna use the test tube brush. Bunsen burner, okay, to heat substance. And we have that there. See, it's like, I don't know, like a stove. And what else do we have in here? Last but not least, stirring rod to mix substance. Questions about that, guys? Questions about that? Do you have any questions about that? No? Okay.